Good morning, bom dia, pessoas. This is the Mega Ag Gringo. Fortunate to be here with Case from Copperhead Ag. Copperhead Ag, it's their first agri show where they're starting to present their products, that sort of thing. So, welcome, Case. Thanks for coming to the show. Any first impressions of agri show?
It's a big show. It's bigger than anything we have in the United States. It seems like
Okay.
a lot of good conversations with a lot of the dealers, a lot of the farmers. Yeah, it's been a good show.
Okay, great. So Copperhead Ag, talk a little bit about how it started, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Kevin Berg started the company
Okay.
quite a few years ago with the original Furrow Cruiser, the first spiked closing wheel, and that took off like a rocket.
Okay.
And then from there, we've just evolved into the Furrow Cruiser II, the RK kits in America, the row cleaner line with Sunco, the Nutrimates, and now the concaves in the Furrow Cruiser II.
Okay. So Kevin Berg is he a farmer or what was his background?
He's a farmer and an engineer.
Okay.
So he's a very smart man.
Okay. So it's kind of a product then, he saw a problem
Yeah.
with his own farm operation
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, I think I can fix this."
Yeah, he saw a problem on his own farm. Came up with the Furrow Cruiser. It worked really well for him. He said other farmers need this too. So they started selling it, and it's just blown up from there.
And that's great. That's great. So I know you mentioned Furrow Cruiser. What's that, I guess?
Furrow Cruiser is
So-
the spiked closing wheel.
Okay.
So that's the Furrow Cruiser 2. Here's the Furrow Cruiser insert. It is just, it's a spiked closing wheel.
Okay.
It's a blunt spike. It's reversible, so when it starts to wear in, we just flip it around.
Okay.
Unlike most of them on the market.
Okay. So there is some competition. The way it sounds, but what you're saying is then like this will probably last longer because
Yeah.
you can actually reverse them.
Yeah, and it's that UMHW poly.
Okay.
The super heavy material. It doesn't wear as bad. It's really solid. You can't break
Yeah.
it or bend it. It's gonna last in all soil types. It's just gonna hold its value and
Right.
hold its own as far as wear.
Yeah, I mean, we all know if we've come from ag, the product has to be good quality, has to be able to last.
Right,
and
right.
I've seen something like this in Brazil, and I could not, just in comparison from what I'm seeing here, it was one where I'm pretty weak, but I could actually, like the insert, I could bend it.
Yeah.
And it was almost like it was made out of rubber.
Right,
It was
right,
kind of crazy,
right.
and it's not I won't mention the brand name, but just from what I'm seeing here, absolutely the Copperhead Ag is much better quality and can
Right.
hold up to the soils in Brazil.
Yeah.
That
You
sort of
guys do
thing.
have some different soil down here than we have in the States, but
Yeah. Yeah.
certainly don't see why the Furrow Cruiser shouldn't be on every planter down here as well.
Okay. So like this one, like how does this go on? Because
Yeah.
this one it makes sense. There's a axle or shaft. So why the insert?
Yeah, so the insert, you split apart your hubs,
Okay.
and then you put them back together through the cruiser. So you use your own hubs and just insert the ring between them, and then you're ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
Yep. So it works well with the OEM wheels that come
Okay.
on the planters down here.
So just to kind of finish off on the spike closing wheels. So for a typical farm operation, what's the benefits?
Yeah,
of the
so
product?
the benefits is it's going to actually crush the sidewalls, so it gets rid of all the air pockets in there.
And what's that mean? Like what does that help then with as far
Yeah,
as
so that's just good for the germination of the seed.
Okay.
It's good for the overall health of the seed as we're trying to get emergence. And then from there, when we crush the sidewalls, we get even root development and
Okay.
earlier emergence doing that. And down here, I believe we'll see more plants growing with
Sure.
that as well.
Okay. Is there any sort of like a yield increase potential?
Yeah.
or
There is a yield bump with this. We won't get into the specifics on
Yeah.
the yield bump, but you will see a yield bump, and mainly because you're going to get more plants growing, and you're going to get a more even emergence out of everything.
Okay. So every time I have a chance to meet with people like yourself, I try to do a little bit of research on the product, and I read somewhere it was actually I think a seed company in the U.S. that did a study, and going from the smooth, I call it the smooth closing wheels,
Yeah.
to spiked, I'm going to say it was at least like a eight bushel per acre increase in yield. Is
Yeah.
that-
Yeah. It sounds about right.
Okay. So pretty good bump with that. So, so besides the basically removing the air pockets, it probably breaks up the dirt a little
Yeah,
better, so the plants can come up easier.
Right. It certainly crushes the sidewall of the plant. There's no compaction in furrow anymore with this. It just overall, it's the best option for your planter.
Okay. Cool. So for planters, just to finish off on planters, what other products does Copperhead Ag offer for
So
planters?
down here in Brazil, we brought the row cleaners down.
Okay.
That's going to be really good, especially in the no-till conditions that we do have down here. Or if we're just planting behind corn, we can move the residue out of the way. Same with soybeans as well. And then that's about it as far as for planters for down here. In the States, we have the Nutrimate line, which is the fertilizer application system. We can do 2x2 or 2x2x2.
Okay.
We have the RK kits, the repair kits for, we've got the gauge wheel arm repair kits, the closing wheel frame repair kits, mud scrapers, you name it. We can pretty much do it.
So the row cleaner, what's the benefit of that? I guess what's that actually do for the planter?
Yeah. So the row cleaner is going to clean in front of the row unit. So we're going to get all the residue out of the way so that we're not inserting anything into the furrow. That's going to disrupt the seed, A, B, just not be good for overall seed development. So we're actually going to do a very nice job. It's an offset, which I haven't seen at all down here yet.
Right. Yep.
So that's going to be good to not wrap up with all of your tall cover crops down here. I really see it taking off for you guys.
Okay. Oh, great. So the planters, you got quite a few parts. Any other equipment that you guys offer?
Yeah, the
Copperhead
concaves. The
Okay.
concaves are a really big hit in the States. And I see it benefiting the farmers down here tremendously. They work really well. It's good for rotor loss. We get rid of the rotor loss. We can slow the machines down a little bit so we're not beating up all the equipment inside. It's one concave for all crops. So we're they're bringing us a concave right here. This
that's what it looks like. Is that one complete concave?
So this is a one concave section.
Okay, so this is like some big stuff.
Yeah. So this is a concave section out of a flagship Case IH combine.
Okay.
So we're gonna put these in our 260, 250, 240 series, the AF 9 and 10, and the other flagship legacy style machines.
So what's different? I mean, from the
OEM?
When you buy a combine, has a concave in it.
Yeah. So the standard concaves you get OEM are round bar or skip wire. Here we have, it's similar to a round bar concave, but we've lasered this 90-degree edge in there. So that helps when we're bringing grain in, it'll set on the ledge, grain on grain threshing. So it's a cleaner way to thresh your grain. They're progressively spaced, so you'll see it's tighter at the top,
right?
And then as we move down through the section, it widens out. So when it's widening out, we're getting the grain out as fast as we can.
Okay. So you mentioned you can use this for all grains. So when a farmer buys a combine, there's an OEM set.
Yeah.
Do they actually they get a couple sets with the combine then if they're going from corn to soybeans, or just kind of curious?
They will need a couple sets,
Okay.
Round bars are usually used for corn. Your skip wires are used in your smaller grains. But for these, you just put these in. You don't have to take them out again.
Okay.
And we also run the cover plates. So you need cover plates, especially down here in the smaller grains. It just helps keep the grain in there a little bit longer, just so we can get a good clean thresh on it. So we're not sending A, trash to the tank, and B, just losing grain through the rotor.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The cover plates, we had heard from a farmer. There was some other company saying, we don't need cover plates and all that. And actually, for soybeans, a farmer put them on, and they actually lost more soybeans.
Yeah, you've got to have your cover plates in on smaller grains. There's no way to actually thresh without the cover plates. It does a good job, and the cover plates take 2 minutes to put in. So I mean, the farmer's not out any time by putting cover plates on.
Yeah, and I think this same thing. It's obviously a great design. I think it was patented at one point as well.
Yeah, Donnie Estes.
Yep. So and that design's held well. It seems like from what I've heard anyway, it's probably one of the best performance concaves.
Yeah. It's been on the market. It's tried and true. Anybody that has them loves them. They do a really nice job. And so there's a hardened edge on this too.
Right.
So it's not going to wear out as fast as people may think it does. They last. You put a lot of bushels through these, and they're just going to keep performing for you and making you more money.
So it sounds like with the performance concaves, you can reduce loss. As well.
So we're reducing rotor loss. So that helps put more money in the pockets anyway, right off the rip. 2, we're going to have a cleaner sample. So we're not going to get dinged at the equity or the co-op.
So there won't be as much breakage and stuff like that?
Yeah, breakage, less trash in the tank too. We're not going to get empty pods up there or anything. It's all just going to exit the combine out of the back.
Okay. So, and then because of that, it seems like the combine runs more efficiently. Can you either reduce RPM, speed up, or both?
Yeah, so we're gonna reduce our RPMs because we're not gonna have to run the rotor as fast. With that, we might be able to pick up a little bit of ground speed. We're definitely gonna be more fuel efficient by doing that, by slowing everything down a little bit. Overall, it's savings from the start with these, and making more money is what every farmer wants to do, no matter where you live in the States or Brazil.
Make it more efficient.
Yeah.
You hate to throw money on the ground.
Yeah.
So.
We don't like to see grain on the ground. We want every kernel of corn, every soybean pod or soybean to go to the tank. So.
Oh, interesting. No, really appreciate it. So I think is this your first time in Brazil personally?
Yeah. First time in Brazil. It's definitely it was a culture shock at first, but the people down here are so nice and so welcoming. I've made a lot of good friends, especially in the VRO team. Looking forward to coming back down with you and working with you guys eventually here, and seeing where this goes, because I think that Copperhead Ag products are going to succeed in Brazil.
Okay, cool. So someone had said this was like your first big international flight, and you had some suitcase problems.
Yeah. We United lost my suitcase, shout out United.
Did you ever get it?
Yeah, it showed up day 2. So we finally got my own clothes on, because the clothes in Brazil aren't like they are in America at all.
I have a hard time finding clothes that fit me.
Yeah, sizes are different. Everything was different, but no, you guys got me to the grocery store or the shopping mall, and I got some clothes
That's
that
crazy, because that's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. They brought the suitcase.
Yeah, and they waited for us.
Door to door.
Yeah, they waited for us. We got stuck at the show late, they waited for us at the house, which, bless them, I gave them a little extra money on top. So.
Nice. Okay. Well, hey, Case, I really appreciate it. You could come down to Agri Show with Copperhead products. Seems like a lot of things that I believe are innovative for the Brazil ag market. Help reduce loss, increase yield, like with the planter products.
Yeah.
And it's real. It's not just fake numbers. It's real results.
Right. And from planting to harvest, Copperhead Ag has a solution for you. So we want to be that one-stop shop for your planter parts and for your combine concaves. You can get everything from Copperhead, and in turn get it from VRO.
Right. Well, sounds great. Well, thanks, Case.
Thank you.
Great having you here.
Yeah, it's been great.
Fala assim, em português. Tchau, tchau.
Ciao, ciao.
No, what were you supposed to say last night about the soccer team?
Corinthians?
Corinthians?
Avante palestra. Avante
Avante
palestra.
palestra.
Yeah.